Today on 9 News Mornings, Buffalo, Uvalde, Tulsa. The list of mass shootings keeps growing. This morning, the president's plea to the people and Congress already working on a bipartisan gun reform package. A great weekend to head into the mountains, but you might want to give yourself some extra time, especially if you're heading to Breck. And sprinkled, glazed, or jelly-filled, it's National Donut Day. Do not worry. We'll tell you where to find the best deals and share your favorites. 9 News Morning starts right now.
We start with breaking news this morning. South Metro Fire Rescue says a fire at a mobile home is now under control. This was just off of 470 in Santa Fe and Littleton. Fire crews there say everyone is accounted for and there are no injuries. Investigators will remain on scene trying to figure out how this fire started. We'll continue to bring you updates as they become available. Well, good morning, everyone. Happy Friday.
Yes, Friday.
We have made it. I know. I really always have to check my days after I signed off on a Thursday.
You fooled all of us that day.
You disappointed us, is all.
I know.
Exactly.
Legitimately, today is Friday, though, so
It's Friday.
TGIF.
Yes, Friday. And looks like we're going to have a mixed bag this weekend.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think we have good starts to the day. Kind of like the old days where we had afternoon showers and thunderstorms. Actually, they rolled in and then they kind of rolled out. So I think that's what we're going to see. As we take a look, that's what we're going to see for today. I think we see an isolated shower storm or two that out on the eastern plains could reach severe levels. They calm down a little for tomorrow. So for right now, we've got 49 degrees, but look at the humidity way up there at 90%. Now, we do have mostly clear skies with a few clouds drifting through. Those clouds will continue to produce showers and thunderstorms. You can see how heavy they get out on the eastern plains. And then tomorrow, we start the day with lots of sunshine for your Saturday, but then isolated storms, not as heavy as far as the storms go for tomorrow. So that's pretty much the forecast. 78 degrees today, scattered storms, one or two could be heavy out on the plains. Tomorrow, only isolated storms, bit warmer, 82 degrees, pretty much more the same for your Sunday. And then for Monday, 79 degrees, chance for a few scattered storms. So really not a whole lot of change in the forecast.
All right, thanks, Ed. And traffic looking pretty good out there on this Friday morning. Things smooth on the roadways, just a couple problem spots out there. We'll talk about this one right here. This is a road closure on northbound Leetsdale Drive north of Mississippi. That's due to a stalled vehicle, so slow going traffic along Leetsdale right there. Otherwise, we're looking pretty good. Your travel time westbound I-76 from E-470 to Commerce City, that'll take you about 10 minutes. Not too bad. About a 6-minute commute. Northbound I-270 from I-70 to I-25. And we're looking at about an 8-minute commute in both directions on I-70 between I-25 and I-225, and about a 14-minute commute on I-25 between downtown Denver and the Denver Tech Center in both directions.
All right, Keely, thank you. Right now, investigators are trying to figure out what happened during the 8 days that a woman from Wheat Ridge was missing. Gloria Gonzalez disappeared last Wednesday. Police say Gloria's husband dropped her off at Anderson Park. The plan was that she would walk on the trails to her home nearby, but Gloria did not make it home. Wednesday, a week after her husband dropped her off, she was seen on surveillance near 18th and Harlan, about 4 miles away from that park. Police say they found her 6 blocks away at 20th and Marshall yesterday morning. Wheat Ridge police say that she was communicating with officers after she was found.
In the last 3 weeks, 3 shooters have killed nearly 3 dozen people in the country's latest mass shootings. First Buffalo, then Uvalde, and most recently Tulsa.
In a rare evening address from the White House last night, President Biden said it's past time for Congress to do something about gun violence. NBC's Bree Jackson has more on the president's latest call for change.
Following a series of deadly mass shootings, President Biden once again pleading with Congress to act on gun control legislation.
How much more carnage are we willing to accept? How many more innocent American lives must be taken before we say enough, enough?
The president laying out specific actions ranging from strengthening background checks to banning assault weapons, or at least raising the age to purchase them from 18 to 21. Also arguing that this issue is not about taking away Second Amendment rights.
It's about protecting children. It's about protecting families. It's about protecting whole communities.
Bipartisan talks about gun laws are underway.
I'm very clear-eyed about what is possible, and I'm encouraged by these conversations.
The effort has some support from Republicans who want to focus on issues like mental health.
Mental illness and school safety are what we need to target.
So to say it's inconsequential and then...
But lawmakers remain divided in other areas.
Is there any other possible way to stop a bad guy with a gun, but with a good guy with a gun? There is no other way.
This false notion of good guys with guns does not work.
The president says his message and the message from victims of gun violence remains the same.
Just do something. For God's sake, do something.
A passionate call for Congress to pass measures to curb gun violence. In Washington, Bree Jackson for NBC News.
It's 5:05 right now. Kids under 5 may be able to get their first COVID-19 shots in less than 3 weeks. An FDA panel is planning to meet soon to talk about the Pfizer and Moderna shots for them. If given the okay, doses would immediately go to pediatricians' offices, with the first shots available as soon as June 21st.
The man in charge of Colorado's pandemic response says we're in a new phase. As 9 News reporter Katie Eastman explains, once scarce treatments are now widely available if you get COVID.
So you got the double line, the COVID-19 kind. Then you isolate. That's the first step. But what comes next? Colorado health officials say there's a second step you might be missing.
This is a no-brainer.
Treatment, even if you're healthy and low risk. The state's COVID-19 incident commander wants you to ask your doctor about it.
I do think that there are significantly more people who could be accessing these medications than are today. And so we really want to make sure that we change mindset.
Director Scott Bookman says the state has thousands of doses of the COVID-19 antiviral pill and monoclonal antibodies. They're available thanks to supply from the federal government. But the treatments only work if you take them soon after getting sick.
But we know that test turnaround times are still really quick right now. We know that people have access to rapid tests. And so if you wake up, you're feeling sick, take your rapid test. If you're positive, call your doctor.
You still need a prescription for these medications, but anyone without a doctor can go to a test to treat location found on CDPHE's website or use a telehealth provider.
We're in a different space now. We've got a lot of this medication available. This really has a positive impact on the course of this illness in people. So when in doubt, call your doctor.
Director Bookman says in addition to staying up to date on vaccines, these COVID-19 medications will become a part of living with this virus long term. He emphasized that there are no supply constraints and our state has early access and easy access to more doses. Well, happening tomorrow, the Colorado Mammoth are continuing their journey to a national title. After beating San Diego last weekend, the Mammoth are now in the Lacrosse League Finals. First time since 2006, the team has made it to the championship series. The Mammoth now start a 3-game series against the Buffalo Bandits. Game 1 is on the road tomorrow at 5:30, and the guys will be back for Game 2 next Saturday, June 11th at Ball Arena. Tickets now on sale for that game, too.
Talk about a bounce-back performance. After allowing 6 goals in Game 1, the Avs shut out the high-octane Oilers in Game 2. And it was all thanks to one guy.
I think it's a big moment. Obviously, he knows the magnitude of it coming into a playoff series like this. Just calm, cool, collected the whole night, and made most of the saves look easy.
It was a special night for sure, but I think it was a overall team effort tonight, so I think it was better when they're shouting, "Go Avs, go," or "Let's go Avs."
Here is Kadri, slides it across, score! Rantanen makes it 3-0, Colorado.
Definitely a confidence booster, knowing and understanding that inside the dressing room, no matter what the game, how the outcome of the game works out, we can play either way. We can score, we can defend. So I think, just having that attention to detail, like I said, is what's brought us success. And, moving forward, it's certainly going to be important.
And that game puck ended up right into the glove of Nathan McKinnon. And I got to imagine it's going to go from glove to glove to the man known as Frankie here in Denver.
The goaltending decision for Game 3 still up in the air, but one thing is for sure. The Avs will take a 2-0 series lead into Edmonton on Saturday. From Ball Arena, Ariel Orsuto, 9 News.